Good day, friends. It's your boy, Mikey GloveSave, coming at that ass on Monday afternoon to start your week off on a positive note. And I know you've been looking forward to this all week. And yes, welcome to Monday Picks for the WNBA with your boy, Mikey GloveSave. Now, we have a two-game slate today. And let me tell you something. This sucks. It's not because we only have two games. It's because the player prop selection pool is very limited today. And out of the plays that I do like, they fall in what I call the PPR, which stands for poopy price range. But I was able to find some action for us today at some respectable prices. We really don't have a lot of pricing advantages today. I couldn't find really any price discrepancies, but I think maybe one or two. But I'm going to give you what I found, and we're going to make the most of it. Let's get started. Starting off with New York and Chicago, we're going to go with our girl Jonquel Jones, who's been producing for us. I'm going to take her points over 14.5, minus 120 on FanDuel. Now, all of the other sports books have this at 15.5, so I think that we're getting a nice point advantage here, but even on top of that, she has just been dominating lately. I know Connecticut's defense has tightened up a bit, and I know she's only hit this once versus Connecticut so far this year, but like Smokey said in Friday, I don't give up. And while on the subject of Jonquel, have you seen her shooting three-pointers lately? She's been shooting a lot of them, and she's been making them. Her three-point prop is still at 1.5, but it is juiced to the max. We were getting some good prices on that until recently, but check this out. 60% hit rate on that in the last 5 to 10 games. But if you look at the 6 of those 10 games that she hit this, she scored 3, 5, 3, 4, 4, and 3. This line should be set at 2.5. So what Daddy did was he took her 3+ three-pointers for a half unit at plus 190 on FanDuel. Now, before we go deeper into this game, I would like to note that Breanna Stewart is making her triumphant return this evening. However, Mikey GloveSave used his technological skills and went to what I like to call the intraweb and found out that Stewie will only be playing somewhere in the 20s for minutes tonight. And that gave Mikey GloveSave a little bit of an advantage to do some research here, so let's just keep that in mind as we go on with these plays. Tina Charles' point prop is set at 15.5. Mikey GloveSave took the under, minus 110 on DraftKings. Now, she has cleared this 2 of 4 times versus New York this year. And the 2 times that she did clear this was only with 17 points of the 2 remaining games. One of them was with 15 points. And then the only game with Breanna Stewart in the lineup, she only hit 10 points. So I think that even with limited playing time for Stewie tonight, they should be able to hold Tina down below this point mark. On top of that, we did get a good price discrepancy. Tina Charles under 15.5 points, minus 110 on DraftKings. Marina Mabrey. Boy, you've really been hosing Mikey GloveSave lately. Except for your under 3-point prop. You've been very generous to me with that, but man, it's like you and Gabby Williams just get together and conspire to find out what Mikey GloveSave bets and then just do the opposite of what he does. Anyway, Mikey GloveSave likes Marina Mabrey under 25.5 PRA. I found this at even money on Caesars. We are getting a very small price advantage with this, but she only has a 40% hit rate in the last 5 games and a 50% hit rate in the last 10. She only cleared this once in 4 games versus New York this year, and she's just been very inconsistent lately. Now, of those 4 games versus New York, her lowest PRA came in the 1 game that Breanna Stewart was in the lineup with 14. So, Daddy thinks that the under here is a great play. Marina Mabrey under 25.5 PRA plus 100 on Caesars. Now, Mikey GloveSave likes to refer to this next play as the fart in the car on the way home from the Chinese buffet. And when I elaborate here, you'll see why. I'm taking Sabrina Ionescu under 25.5 PRA, minus 102 on FanDuel. Now, 20% hit rate in the last 5 games, 40% in the last 10. But if you look at what she's done against Connecticut so far this year, you're going to say, boy, Mikey GloveSave, you are crazy. You also notice how my eyebrow here is just stuck into the people's eyebrow. I'm not doing that on purpose. I don't know what's happening here. Anyway, since those last games versus Connecticut, she's just not putting up these numbers. Plus, Connecticut, 4 of their last 5 wins, a lot of that is due to their tight defense. They've been playing really, really good defense lately, and you combine that with Sabrina just not producing, I got to take the under. Sabrina Ionescu, 25.5 PRA under, minus 102 FanDuel. And let's go back to the situation with our girl Stewie here and her limited playing time. Due to the information that Mikey GloveSave has gathered, he has determined that the best play for her at the best price is under 19.5 points and rebounds, which Daddy found at minus 105 on Caesars. And Mikey GloveSave made a chart, and he's very proud of it, so I'm going to show it to you. And yes, I know you're all very impressed with the high-end production capabilities that Mikey GloveSave puts into his show. But, you know, I only have 25 subscribers on my YouTube page, and they're all friends of mine that I asked to subscribe. So until I actually get some subscribers and I find it's worth investing in, for now, you're going to get a handwritten piece of notebook paper stuck to a notebook with my phone held up with a price gun. Now, this is my Stewie under 30-minute playing time history for 2025. As you could see, Mikey GloveSave took all of the games where she played under 30 minutes and compared all these stats. Yeah, there were some good plays on there with some crappy prices, but he found that the best play for the best price was the under points and rebounds for Stewie. Now, due to the extensive research capabilities and tactical approach that Mikey GloveSave brings to the table, he thinks he may have found his disciples a gift. You see, you could go through all these sports books and you won't see any props for Leonie Fibich, which we've been seeing a lot of lately, but Mikey GloveSave found her three-point prop at even money on Fanatics, and that three-point prop has been very good to us as of late. Leonie Fibich over 1.5 three-pointers, plus 100 on Fanatics. All you have to do is look at her stats. I don't know how this is at even money. Thankfully, Mikey GloveSave found it for us. And I also looked at how she's done with this category with and without Breanna Stewart, and it doesn't matter. She actually scores more points when Stewie's in the lineup. Leonie Fibich over 1.5 three-pointers, plus 100 Fanatics. And for the Chicago-Las Vegas game, Mikey GloveSave has nothing. These plays suck. Well, actually, some of the plays are good, but the prices across the board are just horrendous. And some of these lines that were set at very reasonable ranges have gone up. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to pass on low value, low probability plays to my disciples. However, we will take one play from that game and put it in one of Mikey GloveSave's degenerate parlays. The first one, we're going to take Chelsea Gray's under 1.5 three-pointers, and we're going to combine that with Marina Mabry under 2.5 three-pointers. I don't need to elaborate on this. Just look at how many three-pointers they're hitting. It's not a lot. So we got that at plus 126 on Caesars. Now, we're also going to go back to the New York game. We're going to take our girl Jonquel for her over 1.5 three-point prop and combine that with Sabrina Ionescu under 2.5 three-pointers. Daddy got that at plus 161 on FanDuel. And that does it for this Monday's edition of WNBA Picks for That Ass with your boy Mikey GloveSave. If any of you made it this far, please do Mikey GloveSave a favor. He puts a lot of effort into these videos. You probably wouldn't know it from the production. And you're probably saying, Mikey GloveSave, why don't you put more production into this project you're doing? Well, have you seen how many subscribers I got? You see how many people actually watch this video? Yeah, I have no incentive to do that right now. So give me the incentive. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, tell your homies, and let's win some WNBA bets. Mikey GloveSave out.